Special guest today is no other than Eduardo Ibarra. He has been with me on a journey with the irrigation company that I started here in Los Angeles approximately 6 years ago. He was my main guy with me since day one and supervisor to all of the technicians that we accumulated over the years we were in business. So as he was doing the first house, I started going around to other houses in the neighborhood. And lo and behold, our first day, I think I sold 12 customers.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah, and then did we have success in those neighborhoods?
Oh, man, for aerations, that was the neighborhood, whenever, even as the business grew, whenever we were slow, we would go to RPV, we'd do the same thing and come back with a couple $1,000.
Yeah, so that's how we started. And, we were out there probably for about 3 months. So I accumulated hundreds and hundreds of aeration customers, all by going door to door and having Eddie do all the aerations. So that's how this company started. Now, fast forward, we get to Home Advisor and Angie's List. So once they started to call me, I decided, you know what, let's look into this and let's see if this is something that is viable for this business. So I did, and they said, oh, we can give you leads of people that are interested. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I'm a little suspicious when people say they're going to give me something like that. So after the research, I said, you know what, let's try it, So we did, and that changed the game. Because now people were inquiring, and they were asking about sprinklers and aerations. And that's when we took a different route. We went into the sprinkler business at that point. And then we were off and running. We took this company from, just me and Eddie and, hundreds of customers to, over 12 people working for us and thousands of customers. And we did it pretty quick.
We would get an address, go run an estimate, get the job, start the job, get paid, within an hour or two.
Would you say that, we could do, 80 to 100,000 in a week on a very good week?
On a good week, we've made, I think, off the top of my head, over 120 grand.
Now, this is doing sprinklers, everybody. Whoever's listening out there that, has a small business or that wants to start a small business, it's all about sales, okay? Obviously, you need a good team, but you need to have the sales. And the sales is all about the commonality. People like doing business with people like themselves, okay? So you have to get on their level. Then you build up the rapport. For example, if you're at someone's door and you see a doormat that says UCLA Bruins, well, the chances are they went to UCLA, so strike up a conversation about UCLA. Therefore, they're happy. They like to talk. You have the commonality. Whatever it is that you can get yourself in, then you're going to have a much better chance of making that sale than if you just go right in and ask for the business, okay? So very important if whoever's listening out there that wants to get into business or is already in business, because I can honestly tell you, I've started my business 4 different times from scratch, knocking on doors, telemarketing, and build them to over multi-million-dollar companies each time. And I do it within the matter of a couple years. And that's all based on the ability to sell, the commonality and the rapport. So you can do it. You just have to really stick to it and realize it's a numbers game. Now, getting back to, numbers, the numbers were very high, right?
Yeah.
Now, in that time that you knew me, would it be safe to say that pretty much everybody that worked for us got new vehicles, maybe even bought a, a house or a condo, the way that I, vented or screened the potential leads, I had a certain target market that I went after, and that's so important to do as far as owning a small business. And people don't realize that, especially new salespeople. They'll just go after everybody, no matter what, because of the fact that, they're just hungry and they want to try to make a sale. Well, that's not the case, There's certain types of individuals or groups that you will find really fit well with your product. So you have to know your target market. And once you figure that out, then it's a lot easier. And that, I had a, selective type of people and personalities that I would work with. Correct?
Yeah. I mean, you're always working, so you would spend a lot of time on the phone screening, potential customers, and you would always make sure to send us to the right ones. I mean, you're not a fan of wasting time. Time is money, so you would do that for us.
And let's talk numbers here, Eddie, real quick. Let's say hypothetically we went out to 10 leads. How many of those would I close?
You probably close either 6 or 7.
Okay, 6 or 7 of 10. Okay, which in sales is pretty damn good. And with the profit margin that we were getting, which was just through the roof, we always did, minimum 4 times material and labor. Okay, so whatever that price was, times 4, that was the minimum that we would get for that particular job. And what were some of the keys, would you say, as far as getting the business, as far as from the moment that you got to the job and, what you did and what you said and your appearance?
I mean, to be honest, I think it all started with the way you first reached out to them and talked to them. You would find something in common and talk about. From there on, we'd make sure to be on time on an estimate. So, just be early. Early is on time. On time is late. So that's your motto, I believe. From there on, find the problems. Make sure we talk to the customers. We let them know what the problems were. Provide a sense of urgency on our end. Give them ideas as to how to make stuff better, how to, save water. And then, from there on, we have a nice conversation with you. We let you know what's going on. And it was all up to you,
And when you let me know what was going on with the irrigation, what else type of information did I ask for?
I mean, you would tell us to look out for, their religion, the type of car they drive, if they have solar panels, if they're Jewish, if they're, white, Asian, black, so on.
Right.
The type of house they have. And, just stuff in common. Like, let's say we show up to a customer, the guy has a Harley, we'd make sure to let you know, hey, this guy's a biker, he has bikes,
Right.
This guy's a car guy, and you'd find a way to talk, to find something in common to talk about.
Correct. And Eddie was essential at that because he would always find the commonality. So he would give me that inside information, and I was able to really run with it because that's the first thing I talk about before even going into any of the type of, things that were needed or asking for the business. So it was right to the commonality. And in order to be successful and to have a successful business, like I said, that I have had 4 different times. And so it's not hard to make money. It really isn't. As long as you just do these simple things like showing up on time, being in the proper outfit, having the verbal skills at the door when you're talking to a potential customer. If you have a company truck like we did, park that thing right in front of the house so they can see it. These little things go a long way. And then, be on time. Obviously, that's crucial. Also, what Eddie said, creating the sense of urgency, giving me the tools that I need to be successful with what they have out there, whether it's a motorcycle, whether it's a mezuzah, whether it's, a flag of a football team, whatever. So these are the things that if anybody out there starting any type of business, you want to know, especially, a residential business, whether it's landscaping, carpet cleaning, house cleaning, whatever. Very important. Eddie touched on something about the solar panels. So if they had solar panels or they had artificial turf, I told my guys, let me know. Because what does that tell you? It tells you that if they bought solar panels or they bought artificial turf, they're not afraid to get off the wallet, okay? And those are the type of people that you want, all right? Stay away from problem customers. That's why the venting process is extremely important. So that way you're not going out there and wasting your time on or energy on someone that is going to just drive you up a frickin' wall. Trust me, you will go ahead and beat yourself off of every single wall in your place if you get the wrong type of customer. So you need to learn that. In your years in the business, in your years with me, did you feel that the company was growing, and did you feel like that you were proud to be a part of this?
I mean, I started making $150 though. We started out just you and I. I think we were using my dad's truck at the time, and at some point we had 5-6 trucks.
Yeah.
With our logo. We had about 13 employees. We had 3 girls in the office. We had an office. It was growing, man. Before you talked about selling the company several times. I made sure to tell you that the amount of money that you were being offered for the company, you make that in a period of 2 months, 3 months,
Yeah.
So yeah, I was proud of being here. I was able to make as much money as I wanted. So were you. So.
Yeah. Eddie, with that being said, there's never enough sprinklers for you. So I'm going to go ahead and leave everybody with this. Have a great day.